How are you all doing? Hello, good morning. Finally, continuing our series on tenses in Northern Paiute, and today we're going to look at the past tense. As always, I like to have a lot of examples that to show, to learn from, because ideally that's how we learn naturally as we're children growing up. We hear family, relatives, friends all around us speaking. And based on all of those examples that we hear, we learn. We learn how to put the language in use. So I tried to find just various examples in stories or wherever, and that is what all of these are. So let's look at it. These are different ways to communicate the past tense in Northern Paiute. To start off with, as always, I have a simple. And what that means is there's no suffixes added to the verbal root. It's just the verb root by itself, and that can communicate the past tense. To make it very specifically the past tense, what you do is you add a temporal adverb, such as the word yesterday, idzi'i. So along with the verb puni, we got ne idzi'i kiawura puni. Means I saw this bear yesterday. So puni is the verb, has no suffixation at all. But because we add this temporal adverb yesterday, it places the action of seeing in the past. So it's I saw the bird yesterday. Same thing with this next one. Dem is to buy. Dem. The temporal adverb here, muegasu nanasatikwe nekusatem, means last week I bought some pants. And finally another one, oops, I didn't underline this one, but kaotnosu. Otnosu means long ago. So kaotnosu menemenotuna waganagayu means long ago all the people had wagons. So again, each of these examples, got you is the verb part in this case. To have or dem, puni, it's just no suffixation, but because you add a temporal adverb, it places it in the past. However, you can have it even without a temporal adverb, and that's what these next three examples show. So turuha is the verb, and that means to steal. So in this case, he says usu iongana turuha, means he stole my salt. Now, because there's no temporal adverb or no suffixes to indicate that it is the past tense, the only way this will be understood when you're communicating with someone is just by the context. When you're communicating with somebody, the person you're speaking to, he hears what you're saying, everything else in the surrounding context, and so he or she will know that it's something that takes place in the past or has taken place in the past. Same thing with this next one here. We got this verb here, saboka, which means to pick. So if we have usu, iwatoi sabui saboka, means he picked many choke cherries. And finally, this last one is the same exact example. I guess I got confused there. I was doing a lot of copying, pasting, trying to put different examples here and there, and I guess I forgot to add a new one. But that gives you an example of the simple past. Now let's look at the perfective. Perfective here. What you do is you add this suffix p. That indicates something as a perfective. It is complete. It is perfectly complete, done. And so what you do is you add it to the suffix, to the verb. So in this case, usu tabi sap. Usu tabi sap. Sa is the verb. Adding p indicates it is complete. So it is he or she cooked supper. That's like our English suffix, well, ed, the way it's spelled here. Ed, cooked supper. Next example. Okari papasapa kai pisabi. Means this is part of a story. It means doesn't like the earth dried up. So in this case, it's dried id pasap. Another example is Hanosumuviamiap. Where did your mother go? So mia is go, but the suffix p indicates it is in the past. And actually, I also forgot to mention this p generally indicates something that is done in the distant past. in the distant past, some time ago, not recently. So some time ago, distant past. So where did your mother go? Another one is usu tekarap. Usu tekarap. He went in order to eat. So in this case, you have two different verbs here. And the root is tuka, to eat. Ga is a suffix verb, which means to go. And then you got this verb pu, or the suffix pu, meaning complete, perfect action. He went in order to eat. This one, hanote na ongarup. Hanote na ongarup. So where were you born? Where were you born? And finally, mivya tegamiap. Mivya tegamiap. Our mother went to get food. And this is the answer to the first example. Where did your mother go? Well, mivya tegamiap. Our mother went to get food. So that is a perfective suffix. The next one is the punctual suffix. In that, you can either have hu or u, depending on dialects, or even just in rapid speech, this hu could just turn into u. Punctual indicates that it's something that oftentimes is just kind of momentarily, or I can't think of the word. It's just punctual, something that happens at a point in time, but it is also can indicate recent past. So whereas pu was a distant past, hu is just a recent, like it just happened, just got finished being done, whatever the action is. So this first example, ne me tsibuhu, or tsivihu. Ne me tsivihu means I plucked the duck. I plucked the ducks. Actually, it's plural. I plucked the ducks. Next one, muibi cuidahu mirugubat, means flies defecated on the meat. Next one, suidza atubapui mayuhu, Coyote found his friend's eyes. Now let's look at some examples with just the u. Okay, usu tukusai kusayau. Usu tukusai kusayau means he put on his pants. So a little bit of a lesson here on this word, this verb. It's kusa, means pants. Kusa. This ya is a suffix verb meaning to put on, and then u, punctual suffix. It just got done. He just put on his pants. Next, we have usu kananatavo pigyahu, means he gave the man a letter. And finally, usu kawanga apituga, he went to his younger brother. All right, and finally, for the last one, I'm just going to throw this one in there. This suffix right here, actually, it indicates something that is finished. And in fact, by itself, it can mean to finish or to win. You completed something. But when you suffix it to a verb, it means finish. So, ne tukamaku, I finished eating. Or this next one, oops, I spelled that one wrong. This should be, should be e. Sutipavi'i kayaruamakusi. I also typed that one wrong. I'm typing way too fast here, apparently. Yarua makusi. After our elder brother finished talking. And this last one is ne muasutobomaku. Ne muasutobomaku. I have already finished writing. So, again, these are just, several examples of how you can communicate the past tense in Northern Paiute. I hope these are helpful, and I hope these will be useful for you as you continue your own studies. So, as always, find speakers, fluent speakers that you can talk with, or learners who you can practice with. That is so important, to be talking, to be practicing. Don't just focus on reading, writing, spelling, but listen as often as you can, because that is how you will begin to gain fluency. So until next time, have a good day. Punirua. See you later.